Ask and you shall receive. Listen, I've been getting so many questions on my Smell and Tell fragrance page on Instagram about, hey look T, I don't have that much money. I'm on a tight budget right now, but I want to smell good for the ladies. What do you have in mind? Listen, I know what that's like, man, to want to smell great, but the budget is a little bit limiting. You know what I'm saying? The budget is limiting, you know, the expenditure, I guess, the range, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, listen, I've got some good fragrances for you guys today. I've got about 10 fragrances that I kind of pulled up. I might even add in one little extra for a little bonus, add a little bit of razzle dazzle, but I got you, man. So without further ado, roll the intro. Here we go. So I know a lot of you guys don't really have that much time right now, so I'm not gonna waste any at all. Let us go. Okay, so the first fragrance I want to talk about is just a bonus, so it's not gonna be in the main 10 selections. This fragrance is really what got me into collecting fragrances. I'm gonna make a separate video about how I started, you know, this whole fragrance game, you know, and all that, and actually me taking you through the journey of me creating my own fragrance, because right now, you know, me and Zimmer Parfums are currently in collaboration in making through a nice fragrance for you guys, man. It's gonna be unisex. I'm going to talk about that in another video, making a little series very soon. So anyway, this fragrance right now is a fragrance that actually put me onto fragrances and kind of started my fragrance journey, because this fragrance is a fragrance that my dad used to wear, okay? So every single time that I wore this fragrance, people knew that he had been in the room. People knew the seats that he had sat on, you know, like as soon as he left or like when he was coming, it literally announced his presence before he ever walked in the room. So like, I'm telling you. Anyway, so you can tell how much this fragrance just means to me and how much I love this fragrance. But anyway, it's just gonna be a bonus for you guys, because it got reformulated, so it might not last as long as it used to, but regardless, it's an amazing fragrance. The fragrance I'm talking about right now is a Black XS by Paco Rabanne. This fragrance is absolutely, man, I love this fragrance right here, man. It's just one of those fragrances that is just very, very addicting. Like, it's got this praline note and it opens up with like some lemon. It's got some bergamot, some cardamom, you know. I don't know if it has any spices in it, not really, but it's got like a nice interesting patchouli note that's not too chocolate cakey. I guess there's a lot of, you know, patchouli fragrances kind of, you know, tend to have a little bit of like a chocolatey kind of a feel to it. But anyway, this one smells very, very beautiful, man. And let me tell you right now, you're going to definitely get compliments, as my dad did for such a long time. And anyway, I don't want you guys to be sleeping on a fragrance like this, because for me, it's probably one of those fragrances that will forever be in my collection because of the memories that I have with it. Anyway, so bonus fragrance, Black XS. Let's get into the top 10. Alright then guys, coming in at number 10, man, is gonna be Michael Jordan Legend. This fragrance right here will cost you no more than $30, okay? I'm telling you, $27.90 to be exact, from Chemist Warehouse. It is unreal, guys. This fragrance is dirt cheap, but it smells amazing. It's got this coffee note, which I really like. It's got some amber as well too. I think it's got a little bit of leather, lavender, some patchouli in there as well too, some vanilla. So it's a very good fragrance, man. I really love the way that it smells. Like, it's got one of those like comforting and very inviting smells to it, which I really love and adore. And it's like, because it's cheap, it just makes it all the better, okay? I love cheap fragrances too, okay? I didn't really start off with all these niche fragrances, man, that are behind me, but you know, but look, like, we all have to start from somewhere, and this fragrance right here, you will not go wrong, because it would definitely garner you some beautiful compliments from the madams. Up next at number 9, guys, is a fragrance that I absolutely love as well too. This fragrance right here I got after I came from a wedding that was in Perth in Australia, and the way that I want you guys to envision it, imagine that uncle, that rich uncle that has money and it's at a wedding, and everywhere that he walks, he's leaving a scent trail. This is the fragrance that did just that for me, and this fragrance is called Mercedes-Benz Club. And one of my uncles was wearing this one at the wedding, and I just had to go to him. I was like, hey unc, I don't know what you got on, but I've been following this scent everywhere, and it's you, I finally got you. And then anyway, he laughed, and then he told me what it was, and I went and I got it as soon as I landed back home. So this fragrance right here is beautiful, man. It opens up with a nice rhubarb note. It's got some spices as well too, some patchouli as well, a little bit of amber, but literally it smells very rich, okay? I actually got this one for about $50 as well too, so it's very affordable. You know, it smells like money, as I said. It's a little bit more mature, but I feel like it's a fragrance that's definitely going to be garnering you or I don't know if that's a word, that, a fragrance that'll definitely garner you compliments, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, a magnet, okay? It's very affordable. It wears nice on the skin. It lasts a long time. For me, this one I was probably getting close to about, 6 to 7 hours. After that, it kind of comes a little bit closer to the skin. So lasts a long time. Longevity projection is great. Compliment getting magnet. I'm telling you, for $50 and under, you will absolutely love this gem. Mercedes-Benz Club. I'm not doing any cuts, okay? I'm not doing any cuts in this video. So far, so good. Mercedes-Benz Club. This one is Rich Woman Addictive, okay? Well, that's what it's actually called. Rich Woman Addictive from Zara. This fragrance is absolutely amazing. If you like tobacco, this is going to be your fragrance right here. It's got some tobacco, some honey, man, it's very warm, man. It's got some sandalwood, some cinnamon as well. I don't know if it has cedar, but it's got this nice depth in it, okay, like which has, some nice precious woods in the bottom as well, which kind of level out like the tobacco and the honey as well. That's going to be in the top. So it's got a very, very nice duality. It opens up very sweet, and then when it starts to dry down, you know what I mean, like the cinnamon starts to come through, you just start to smell like a walking dessert, you know what I'm saying? It's just a beautifully blended fragrance that for the price, okay, you will not regret getting this gem right here. This fragrance right here, you can get this one for no more than $60 as well too. I try to keep below the $70 range, okay? So everything on this list is going to be below $70, so very, very affordable, and this fragrance smells amazing. I even wear this one to bed, okay? I'm telling you right now, I wear this one to bed. And man, I can't even describe it, man. Like the name just says it in its own. Rich Woman Addictive is what this fragrance is. The longevity of it is actually really good as well. But the thing is, Zara fragrances don't really last too long, but with this one I get really, really nice longevity. But from that 6 hours plus, but after that 6 hours, it kind of gets in a little bit more intimate. So, people can't really, smell you from afar. They kind of have to come into your circle. But anyway, this fragrance is amazing, and I cannot recommend this fragrance enough. So Zara, y'all made an amazing gem. I don't want you guys to sleep on this one. Rich, Warm, and Addictive. Up next is going to be for those people that love fougere fragrances, and what I mean by that is fragrances that have, that old school kind of a touch. So I'm talking about those fragrances that have the citruses, the oak moss, the cedar, the lavender. I'm talking about a fragrance like this one right here, Bogot PART1. I love this fragrance so much because of, one, the way that it smells. I love like those old school barbershop type fragrances, and this one does that right down to the T because it's got some rose, some lavender. It's a little bit musky as well, so like it's got like really, really good duality as well, like the musk, the lavender, the citruses as well too. It smells great. It smells really, really great, man. And for me, I feel like this one is for those people, man, that kind of like a fragrance that smells fresh and clean. It smells very fresh and clean as well. So it's got some ozonic qualities as well too. And for me, man, this is one of those fragrances, man, that will look that'll go very, very nice with someone that's looking classy. You know what I mean? Very office friendly as well. I just love this all in all, man. Very, very clean fragrance, very long lasting. One of the most longest lasting fragrances that I have in my collection, man, and especially because it's cheap. I got this one for about $25. I'm telling you right now, this fragrance is beautiful, man. I'm telling you, people, I don't know why people don't really know this one as much because there's another one as well that's called Silver Scent that, a lot of people where I live right here, they absolutely love Silver Scent. So Silver Scent to them is like the holy grail. You smell it everywhere in the club. But this one is for the classy dudes that want a long lasting fragrance that smells very, very fresh and absolutely pulls compliments, man. I get so many compliments when I wear this fragrance. It just makes me feel well put together, you know what I mean? Fresh out the shower, I must say. So all in all, great fragrance from the house of James Bogot. This is Bogot PART1. I almost forgot what it was called, god damn. Anyway, let's go. All right, guys, so moving on, man, we're gonna go to the house of Club de Nuit. And okay, not many people really talk about this fragrance because everyone usually talks about Club de Nuit Intense Man, and this is not that one. This one right here is called Club de Nuit Intense for women. Okay, this fragrance is so sexy, man. Super, super sexy. It's got rose, you know, some vanilla, you know, some chocolate. Well, like that chocolatey vibe you're gonna be getting from the patchouli that's in here. So rose, patchouli, vanilla, a little bit of amber as well too. It says to have some oud in here as well, but not really getting too much oud. So oud, for some of you guys that don't know, oud is a wood, okay, but it kind of gives this like skanky kind of a vibe to it. But this one, I'm not getting any skankiness to it. It smells absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love the way that this one sits on my skin. It smells like Tom Ford Noir de Noir, for some of you guys that don't know, which is another fragrance that kind of has that rose and chocolate kind of a feel. So it's a very romantic like fragrance that I love, because it's look, it just makes the, you know, the environment sexy, especially when you're with the madame, okay, because this doesn't really project that big, but it makes a nice little scent bubble around you. So perfect for date night. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be smelling very, very sexy. And remember, when I'm talking about date nights, man, it's not about everyone else in the room, it's about that person that's just across the table. So this was gonna be perfect for that situation. And the compliments that I get with this fragrance right here are out of this world, man. It smells sexy, 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 sexy. Club de Nuit, intense for women. Don't let the name fool you. Not for women, for everybody. Next, moving on to number 5, guys. This fragrance right here is beautiful because, again, okay, we're gonna go to those fragrances that are like fougere fragrances, but apart from that, this fragrance as well smells like a very, very expensive fragrance from the house of Creed, and that will be Creed Bois de Portugal, which is one of my favorite Creed fragrances. And this one is called Lalique Pour Homme with the lion head, okay? There are 2 of these. I think there's the one with the horse head, but this was the one with the lion head, and I'm telling you, this one has to be my favorite from probably the whole of Lalique, okay? There are a few more ones from Lalique that are out there, but for me, this fragrance right here is just absolutely sensational, out of the ballpark, okay? Because with this one right here, it's got so much citruses, man. A lot of citruses. Sorry, I gotta go to my cheat sheet because I can't tell you all the citruses, man, that are in this fragrance. But it's gonna have like a lot of lemon, mandarin orange, just heaps of citrus, okay? Lavender, iris, jasmine, oak moss, cedarwood, vanilla, and cedar are gonna be some of the notes that are gonna be in here. But let me tell you, man, this one smells like a gentleman, okay? When you're wearing a suit per se, in one of those, like, to be honest, it can be an all-round, you know, like any season, any weather kind of a fragrance, this one. But I see this one on a very well put together man, okay? Very, very classy guy, a guy that loves to look good and absolutely love to smell great as well too. This is what I see the guy that is going to be wearing this fragrance, okay? The amount of compliments, man, that I've gone with this fragrance right here, astonishing, okay? I don't even find, okay, honestly, like with me, I don't see a reason for me to go and get me like a $450 bottle of Creed when I can just go and get me Lalique Pour Homme, okay, which is going to cost me no more than $60, okay? No more than $60 at all, and you're going to be getting a long-lasting fragrance that smells great, okay? You're going to smell very, very clean. It's like an out of the shower, fresh, clean, invigorating fragrance, and that lavender as well. Man, it is amazing. It also has some iris as well. I actually had to just look because I kind of remembered as well too. So it kind of gives you a little bit of like a powdery feel as well. So not like a Johnson & Johnson baby powder, but like slightly powdery. So very floral, that lavender, okay? You're gonna be getting the citruses, you know, lemon as well. It is amazing to die for, okay? Classy man, classy fragrance, Lalique Pour Homme at number 5.